Hey, what is going on, everyone? Well, I'm so glad you took your time to spend with me right here today. I'm your co-host for the MRB Wrestling Review Show, Mike McRock Wilson. And last night was TNA Impact Wrestling Live in Atlanta, Georgia. The show kicked off with Hulk Hogan talking about the Bound for Glory series. And now the selection process will be taking place, even though, not everyone is selected quite yet. I like that there's some qualifying matches, as well as what he stated, that both Jeff Hardy and Bobby Roode get a free pass because they won the Bound for Glory series the 1 year in last year and the year before, right? Makes sense. Also resulting in a one-on-one match for next week, Jeff Hardy facing Bobby Roode. What also came out of it was that Bully Ray from Aces and Eights, the world champ, interrupted. And Garrett Bischoff and Wes Briscoe tried to intervene on both Bobby Roode and Jeff Hardy. I like that, even though there's a heel and a face happening, for a one-on-one match next week. I like that, Aces and Eights are the evil group that everyone wants to get rid of. They kind of put that aside just for a sec, and just tossed out Garrett and Briscoe. And then shortly after, Bobby Roode kind of got the last word on Jeff Hardy, reminding the audience that he's a dirty heel. Those little things like that absolutely are interesting, and I'm looking forward to next week. Also last night, in a Bound for Glory qualifying match, it was a tag team match. It was Gunner and Storm, the new tag team champs, taking on Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. Here's what I like. I like that Daniels and Kaz won the match, because if the tag team champions won the match, then the main focus for those two will be to win the Bound for Glory series instead of defending the tag team champs. So I like that they lost and that Daniels and Kazarian are moving forward to the Bound for Glory series. And I could see a little split happening along the way in the Bound for Glory series with Christopher Daniels and Kaz. Also last night, Crimson backstage stated that he's back for a reason. And when the show came back on, I noticed that not only backstage, but when he came out, he's got new attire. Interesting, right? And he went one-on-one with Joseph Park. Now, I know that a lot of people are talking about what just happened. Crimson just lost a Bound for Glory series qualifying match to Joseph Park, and I know that a lot of people are complaining that Crimson should go over Joseph Park. But here's the thing, and it's kind of like what happened with AJ Styles. Let the character grow. I mean, I think if Bound for Glory, if Crimson was to go in the Bound for Glory series, that would be just too soon for Crimson. And it really don't. If he would have won, it really wouldn't help him grow his new character. So I like that he lost because of that reason. Now it's time to develop his character. Maybe go on a losing streak. For all I know, it was still a benefit from his new character. So I don't see how losing to Joseph Park really, hurt Crimson, because really, when you really think about it, it really didn't. And even though it was Joseph Park, it could have been anyone else. It could have been Abyss, right? Even though they're the same guy. That could have went over Crimson and it would have been fine. But yeah, I still, kind of question why it would be Joseph Park and not Abyss. So that remains to be seen. Also last night, Velvet Sky had a present for Mickie James. What was it? A doctor's note. I like these excuses Mickie comes up with. That could have been fake, right? Of course. Anyone who's going to turn heel, or eventually would turn heel, would say something like that, right? Makes perfect sense. And with that said, the moment I've been waiting for, heel turn, wham! Shot to the Neon Velvet Sky with an awesome submission hold, perfectly executed heel turn on TNA last night when Mickie James really just gave it to Velvet Sky on that new submission hold. Excellent, perfectly executed, 10 out of 10 heel turn, absolutely amazing. Also last night, it was a fatal 4-way match. The winner will go on to the Battle for Glory series. And before the 4-way happened, they had a backstage interview with Matt Morgans, and he stated that he should not have to qualify for the Battle for Glory series because he did not tap to Sting in the number 1 contenders match, right? Well, what happened was, it was Matt Morgan versus Rod Terry versus Kenny King versus Magnus. What happened? Magnus won the match! And the main focal point going into this match was Matt Morgan. What the heck just happened? I mean, I was expecting Matt Morgan to win this match because everything was revolving around Morgan winning this match. And instead it was Magnus. And I'm like, jeez. What happened? That was horrible booking on TNA, on the part of TNA last night. Horrible. Should have been Matt Morgan winning the match because he was the centerpiece of the 4 guys. I mean, explain that. I don't know. Anyway, what did make up for it is that you always want to leave the audience wanting for more, right? On the hour, when the Icon Sting came out, and he said that the Aces and Eights will fall to the new Main Event Mafia. He said that Sting is going to bring back the new Main Event Mafia. I like that he used the word new, because if he said the old Main Event Mafia, I'd be like, oh, great. You know? Been there, done that, right? But I like that he said the new Main Event Mafia because it leaves you wanting to see what's going to happen next week. Who's going to be in this new Main Event Mafia with Sting being the leader? Interesting to say the least. So hopefully TNA do not fail on this part. Also last night, Austin Aries defeated Eric Young in a qualifying match. I like the small things in this match. You know, it's really comic relief. Austin Aries and Eric Young, excellent match. You know, like I said, the comedy relief parts was absolutely amazing. Monkey see, monkey do. I like those little things like that. And you know, with Austin Aries really over exaggerating and selling the bumps. Oh, he's a genius. And overall, excellent. Austin Aries, you're the man. Also last night, it was the Aces and Eights. Now, before I get to this, Hulk Hogan stated at the beginning of the show, only one member of Aces and Eights will qualify. And he thought, okay, let's have a battle royal with all the Aces and Eights members involved. Just them. Right? So I guess Hogan, you know, figured, okay, these guys are going to beat the hell out of each other. But wait just a second. It was all a ruse for Mr. Anderson to win this Battle Royal. Really what happened was everyone just eliminated themselves. Absolutely amazing. And before backstage, you know, Doc was a little hesitant on voting that, you know, Mr. Anderson would win. Yay. Everyone else agreed. I like that one member of Aces and Eights hesitated to say yes, Anderson will win. I like that because it builds to a, you know, predictable split, right? So I like that, you know, during the Rumble match when it came down to Anderson and Doc, I like that Doc fought back, but, you know, in a cliched faction, you know, Anderson took out Doc and he's the winner. Here's what I think. I think that Mr. Anderson is working double duty. I think that because now he won, he can go on and win the Battle for Glory series, not knowing, for Bully Ray not knowing what's Anderson's real agenda. He's an asshole. I mean, you really can't trust a asshole in any program, or it's WWE or TNA, right? So I like to see what happens now and within the next few months. I think it'll be Mr. Anderson who wins the Bound for Glory series, and then brings back power to TNA, turning on Aces and Eights at Bound for Glory, winning the championship. Let's see what happens. And then later on, it kind of got heated with Aces and Eights, and Doc said, "I will make up for it. I will cost AJ Styles this match in the main event." And what happened? Well, AJ Styles bet Kurt Angle due to the Aces and Eights interference, and they failed to deliver. The only thing that really didn't quite come off of that was that Doc said he stated, "Let me take care of AJ Styles." Instead, all of Aces and Eights came out. I do understand that, yes, AJ, turned on all of Aces and Eights, but I rather prefer to see Doc alone try to get rid of AJ Styles, because he's the one that has a point to prove to the Aces and Eights in a storyline perspective, right? So, it was a little, I didn't want to see all of Aces and Eights come out. I just want to see Doc trying to, cost AJ the match and fail, and then have him split. But I do understand they don't want to repeat what they did with D'Lo Brown. So I like, really thinking about it. Okay, Aces and Eights, all of them coming up makes sense because AJ did, turn on all of them. So with that said, Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles, excellent match of the night. Almost as good as the Slammiversary match, with the back and forth. And with all that said, Aces and Eights failed to cost AJ Styles the match. AJ won the match, and I like it because AJ Styles right now needs to be in the Bound for Glory series because he has a point to prove. He's another guy that I think should win. Mr. Anderson, maybe. AJ Styles, for sure. I think AJ Styles will be the one to headline Bound for Glory to face Bully Ray because, let's face it, AJ Styles was on the heels of, turning either good or bad with the Aces and Eights revolving around AJ Styles. So it makes sense. At Bound for Glory, Bully Ray, AJ Styles, World Championship. Will it happen? We'll see in the months to come as the Bound for Glory series kicks off. And that was my review of TNA Impact Wrestling. I'm your co-host for the MRB Wrestling Review Show, Mike McRock Wilson. And to all you viewers watching, get plenty of rest. And always do your best.